Hi everyone, Vicky here, and welcome to this nice and quick class. It's going to be quite compact, so we're going to move through all different parts of the body. You should feel like you've worked your muscles, you've had a good stretch, and you've given yourself some time to breathe as well. So we're going to get moving straight away. If you have any injuries or anything that you're working with, please do take care. You shouldn't need any props today unless you specifically wish to have them with you. So let's come into a tabletop position. And we'll just start moving with our breath to begin with, okay? So make sure your fingers are spread wide, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then go ahead, close your eyes and keep yourself in your neutral tabletop position here. And then just start to observe your breath. So you're not trying to change anything, you're just simply noticing, what's your breathing doing? And then see if you can bring a little bit more integrity into your breath here. So maybe starting to breathe a little deeper. So you can feel the front of the ribs, the back of the ribs, and the sides of the rib cage moving as you breathe in and out here. And just take this a few times. And try not to let the head drop. Try and keep the crown of the head in line with the spine. And let's start to move, keeping the eyes closed. As you breathe in, your belly drops towards the floor. You shine your throat forwards, and the space between the eyebrows moves forwards. And as you breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest, push the floor away, chin towards the chest. And then continue with that full breath. So an inhale to drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another as if there's a pencil between them. And then exhale, draw the belly to the spine, round through the back like an angry cat. A few more here, just starting to initiate that movement with your breath. And then take it slowly. So maybe you could almost imagine that you're inhaling for the count of 4, and you're exhaling for the count of 4. So you can really feel every vertebra moving as you take your slow cat-cow here. Let's go for 2 more rounds. Not just thinking about the middle of the back moving, but really thinking about the top of the spine all the way down to the lower spine. Before returning back to your neutral tabletop position, head not hanging heavy, but in line with the spine, fingers spread nice and wide. Take a nice big breath in through the nose when you're ready. Exhale out through the mouth. Gently blink your eyes open, tuck the toes, and as you breathe in, push yourself up to a down dog, and straight away start to pedal your feet out here, one at a time, down towards the floor. Again, just becoming aware, how are you feeling in your down dog? We've only got a short while on the mat today, so don't expect yourself to be really open and get into anything too extravagant, but you're certainly going to move through the muscles, warm everything up, particularly if it's been a chilly day. Take 1 more breath here, moving in your down dog. And then come to stillness, bend the knees, push the chest back towards the thighs. And then from here, keep your knees bent, look towards your thumbs. And then one at a time, walk your hands back towards your feet, keeping your hips nice and stable here. Keeping the knees bent, tuck your chin and start to roll up through the spine as the arms hang heavy. And then when you're at the back, when you've reached the top of the back of the mat, inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead, maybe look towards your thumbs. Exhale, bring your arms out wide like wings, flat back this time. Take it all the way towards the earth, bending the knees a little here. You'll then look forwards, keeping those hips stable. Press your hands into the floor as you walk yourself out into your downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in here, maybe bend the knees. This time exhale, look between your thumbs, tippy toe towards the top of your mat. So you're walking in the other direction, this time with your feet. Again, tuck your chin under. And as you inhale, roll up through the spine, the head is heavy. You come all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Maybe look up if you wish. Exhale again, arms out wide, flat back. Send your hips and your bum back as you dive down towards the floor. Tuck the chin under. This time, inhale, hands to the shins, send your heart forwards, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana here. Exhale, soften the knees, fold down. Let's take a couple more here. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the floor if you would prefer. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine forwards. And then exhale, hands down, come back to all fours from here. From all fours, draw your belly button in and then wrap your arms around and in. So it's like you're trying to hug your arms. Almost imagine if you had a newspaper under your arm, you're trying to squeeze that newspaper under. So we're going to send one leg back, tucking the toes under. Imagine there's a glass of water on your lower back here. You don't want to spill that glass of water. Can you then send your other leg back so you're in a full plank? Try not to let your head hang heavy. Extend through the crown of the head. Keep those arms wrapping in as you push the floor away with every fingertip. Let's hold for 5. For 4, can you find that smooth breath again? For 3. For 2, well done. And 1, we'll drop the knees to the floor. Keep looking forwards. Elbows in, slide all the way down and tuck the toes. Roll the shoulders back, hug your elbows in. And then before we do anything, energize your legs. So point your toes back, push the tops of the feet down. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze your bottom and draw your belly in. Then with the shoulders rolled back, you're going to hover your hands, lift your chest. So you're in a hovering Cobra pose here, squeezing that imaginary pencil between your shoulder blades again. Try not to jar your chin forwards, you're just looking slightly forwards. Feet stay on the mat. And then we'll lower down from here, turn your head to one side, allow the shoulders to drop to the floor. Let's go again, so thinking feet, knees, bum, belly. Turn your head to center, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows in, hover the hands, there's a lot going on. Inhale, lift, floating cobra here. Keep those legs, that lower body energized to help you lift. And then we'll lower down, turn your head the other way. This time, tuck your toes under. Try and think about that belly drawing in towards the spine. Roll the shoulders back, hug your elbows in. Inhale, push, flat back. That glass of water is on your lower back again. Exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog from here. This time, inhale, look forwards and step your right foot to the top of the mat. Your left knee comes down. Keep your back toes tucked. Inhale, make sure the knees stacked on top of the ankle as you rise up, arms overhead, and they're nice and powerful here. We've not got long, so really bring some energy all the way up into your fingertips. From here, we're going to drop the right hand down. Inhale, get longer through your left side and take yourself over to the right. You'll notice how my hand doesn't touch the floor, so don't think that it's about reaching for the floor. We're trying to create space between all of your ribs here, down the side of the body, and keep your heart facing forwards. The heart's not joining in, coming to the side of the mat. Let's take another big breath in. Exhale, reach the arm up overhead, and then bring the hands to the floor. Push the floor away and step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, and then look between your hands, step your left foot to the top, right knee down this time. Keep the back toes tucked. Inhale, push the floor away, energize the arms, lift up here. Take a nice big breath in. This time your left hand reaches down. You pause here. You want your next breath in to reach up through the right arm, and then exhale over to the side. Your heart points forwards here. You could look down if you prefer. Or maybe you look forward, or maybe you look up. It's up to you. Take one more breath in. Make sure the belly button's drawing in, reach all the way up, hands down to the earth, and then send yourself back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, soften the knees, look forward, step the right foot to the top and then the left foot. Inhale your halfway lift, whatever that looks like for you, but you have a nice flat back. And then exhale, bend the knees, soften, tuck the chin. Inhale, arms out wide, lift the chest, reach up to the sky. Thumbs meet, hands together, heart center. Let's bring a little bit more dynamic movement. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale through the center line down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands touch the floor first, then step back into your plank. Push the floor away. Don't let the shoulders move forwards. Wrap everything in and round to keep the collarbones nice and broad. Breathe in here. Your choice, knees down or up, but elbows hug in regardless. Lower all the way to the belly, untuck your toes. Inhale, energize the legs, the belly, roll the shoulders. This time, hands down, lift to Cobra. And then roll back to the floor, tuck your toes, keep that belly engaged, arms engaged. Maybe push to all fours or to plank. And then back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Nice long exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards, left foot to the top of the mat, then the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, soften, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale, arms out wide, rise all the way up, maybe look up. And bring the hands down, heart center. Let's keep moving from here, adding on. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale through the midline, down towards the floor, tuck the chin. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, remember, plant your hands flat. You're going to get a lot more shoulder engagement if you bend your knees, plant your hands, then step back to your plank. Wrap arms in, breathe in here. If you know your full vinyasa, please take it. Otherwise, join me and come all the way to the floor. Keep your legs engaged, take your Cobra, or maybe you're in your upward facing dog. We'll then lower or lift, depending which version you're in. Either way, we push through all fours, plank, and we meet. Finally in down dog together. From here, let's inhale, reach the right leg high, energize that leg. So try not to open through the hip. Keep your right hip point facing down to the earth. Bring the knee underneath you, step the foot to the top of the mat. This time, let's take a high lunge. So push the floor away. Imagine there's a string on the back of your left leg, pulling it to the sky as you inhale. Push through your right heel, lift up here. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale to warrior two, so open all the way up. Keep that front knee bent, stacking on top of that knee, stacking on top of the ankle, sorry. Shoulders roll down, look towards your front middle finger. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, reach your arms up, straighten that front leg, and then push down into your warrior two. Inhale, turn the palms up, reach overhead. Exhale, push down through the hands, bring it back. One last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. From here, let's drop the left hand down, spin yourself back to the front of your mat in your high lunge. Bring your left hand to the floor, turn your heart towards your right knee, lift your right hand up. Yes, take a nice big breath. You can crack your chest open here if you wish. You could drop the back knee if you wish, but try and get expansive across the chest regardless. Take a nice big breath in. This time, exhale, the right hand is coming on the inside of your right foot and wiggle it out. Wiggle your right foot out to the side. So the hands are stacked under the shoulder. Drop your hips to the floor, but try not to get soft through the back leg. Kick away with the heel. Heart pulls forwards here. And then I'd like you to think about squeezing your right knee towards your right shoulder. So you're going to feel some muscles start to switch on here. Well done. Take another big breath in. And then as you exhale, start to turn towards the left side of your mat. So your hands walk to the left. You'll notice your back heel lifts. You're going to walk all the way over towards the back left foot. Lift the heel up and sit down into the Skandasana. So your right leg is straight. You're towards the back of your mat and your left knee is bent. Hands can stay down on the floor here. Or maybe you feel brave enough to draw the belly in, bring the hands together at heart center. And then let's breathe here. So, taking a nice big breath in. Nice long breath out. One more time. If balance is a problem, try and look at something that's not moving. From here, we're going to push up to Warrior Two. So, can you challenge yourself not to use your hands and lift up? Warrior Two. You might need to wiggle the right foot in. Take a moment here, bending into that front leg, but pushing into the back foot at the same time. And then wimble the hands to the floor, downward facing dog from here. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, soften the knees, look forwards, left foot to the top, and then the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out wide, reach up here, wide with your fingers. Exhale, hands down, heart center. Let's take it to the other side. You should feel quite warm already. Inhale, reach up here. Exhale, take it down through center, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale again, plant your hands first. There's no rush, okay? No rush. Take it back to your plank pose, wrapping those arms in and shining your collarbones forwards. Take a breath in here. Take your version of your vinyasa. So you could join me, maybe you take your chaturanga up dog, but I'd like you to hold your chaturanga for a moment before you lift to up dog, working on your shoulder strength. Push away from the floor, then start to draw the belly in, draw the chin in, push the floor away, take it back, down dog. Or if you took Cobra, then you would push through all fours or plank, and then meet us in down dog. Let's inhale, left leg high, energize that leg, try not to open the hip, but keep your left hip point facing down towards the earth. Bring the knee underneath you, step top of the mat from here. We're going to lift up into our high lunge, so energize your back leg. Inhale, reach here. Get nice and tall through both sides of the body. And then we're going to open to Warrior Two, so breathing in here. Exhale, open up, Warrior Two. Bending into this front leg, but don't take the body with you. Keep your shoulders stacked on top of hips and push back through your back leg at the same time. Let's take a couple of breaths here, looking over your front middle finger. Belly draws in and up. And then from here, drop your right arm to the floor. Your right heel will also pick up. Hands down. Turn your heart to the left. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Option to drop the back knee if you wish. Option to open through the chest if you would prefer. Either way, you can look up or you could look down if that's better on your neck. You inhale, push the floor away. Create space between your right earlobe and your right shoulder. And then drop your left hand down on the inside of your left foot and walk your left foot out to the side. Hands under the shoulders, back leg is strong here. Drop the hips, but don't lose that engagement through the back leg and shine your heart forwards. Maybe your left knee has snuck out to the side. Try and glue that left knee onto your left shoulder here, whilst keeping your right leg nice and strong. Well done. You're looking forwards, you're a proud lizard here. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to turn to the right with our hands. You're just going to keep walking to the back of the mat. You'll notice the right heel comes to the floor. When you're at the back of the back mat, lift the right heel again so you can sit your right bum cheek down into your Skandasana. Left leg is out nice and strong. Option to have your hands down. Option to imagine you're drawing a zipper up the front of the body and you bring your hands together, heart center. And then again, if balance is a bit of a problem, you look at something that's not moving, that will help you with your balance. Try and lift through both sides of the waist equally. Let's take one nice slow inhale and exhale, maybe counting for 4. And then see if you can not use your hands to lift up. So give it a go, even if you use a finger. So as you breathe in, push down through this heel, your left heel and the right ball of the foot to lift yourself up to your warrior 2 position. Right leg straight, left knee bent, well done. Relax the shoulders here. Take a nice big breath in. And then this time let's straighten that front leg, reach your arms up overhead. You'll push down with the palms, bend into your left knee. Inhale to lift up here. Exhale, push down, push down, push down. 2 more times. Inhale to lift up, maybe you gaze up. Exhale, press down. Final time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, push down. And then from here, let's bring the hands down to the floor. Take it back, downward facing dog from here. Take a nice big inhale. And then here from exhale, you can hop to the middle of the mat, or maybe you just drop your knees and you come down to seated. And we'll just take a couple of forward folds here, a few hamstring stretches, a couple of hamstring stretches. So let's send the right leg out straight. Hug your left knee nice and close to you. And then try and energize all the way down your right leg and flex your toes up towards the sky. Hugging your left knee, roll the shoulders back, open the chest here. Energize through the leg. And then drop your left knee down towards the floor, keeping that lift through the body. You'll inhale, reach your arms up. Maybe you soften your right knee. That will allow you to fold up and over that leg. And maybe you find, actually, if you bend the knee, you could reach your foot without your shoulders shrugging towards the ears. If not, you can hold onto the calf, but try and pull your heart forwards. Your shoulders are away from your ears, so we don't want to find ourselves thinking we're going to dive into a swimming pool in this position. We want our shoulders away from the ears, broadening the collarbones once again. I often like to think that I'm trying to pull my heart towards my big toe instead of my head towards my knee. Let's take another big breath in here. And then, wherever you are holding on to, I'd like you to reach one arm forwards as if you're going to shake someone's hand, then reach the other arm forwards. Drive your right heel down into the floor and imagine you're pulling it backwards so you get really good engagement. Draw the belly in and up and then sweep your arms forwards and up. Hands down towards the floor. Last bit of activation. So bring the right leg in, send the left leg out. Again, kick through the heel, lift your left toes up. Hug that right knee in nice and close. And then try and again, roll the shoulders back, pull your heart forwards, lift your left toe towards the sky. Keep this lift here, but now drop your right knee down to the floor. Now, if you find that you slump here, maybe you want to think about sitting on a block or a cushion. Otherwise, draw the belly in and up. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Maybe soften through the left leg again. Look at your big toe. That's where you are going. Not your knee, but your big toe. Maybe you hold on to something here. Pull your heart through and allow your belly to rest on your thigh as you look at your big toe or somewhere towards the top of your mat here. And again, see if you can find that 4 count inhale and that lovely 4 count exhale once again. One more breath here. And then wherever you're holding on to, reach one arm forwards as if you're shaking a hand. Reach your other arm forwards. Pause here. Drive left heel down and back towards you, okay? Keep that feeling and then sweep your hands forwards and up. Bring the hands down towards the floor. Nice. And then you'll bring both legs in and we're going to make our way down to the back. So, bum in the middle of the mat, feet down towards the floor here. And then we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee here. So you want to imagine that you're trying to push your right knee away from you. Your right foot is flexed, so you're trying to pull your right toes towards your right shin. You're going to bring your arms into a kind of robot position, so your fingertips are facing up to the sky, elbows are hugging in close to the body like in Cobra and pushing down into the floor. Now as we breathe in, we're going to push through our left heel, rise our hips up here. If this feels a little bit like too much, you can drop the right foot to the floor and take a standard bridge here. Otherwise, you're trying to lift your right hip up, but drop your right knee to the floor. Take another inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Bring the right foot to the floor. Make sure the right foot's under your right knee and then cross your left ankle over your right knee. Elbows, shuffle them in nice and close. Fingertips are energized, point them up to the sky. And then draw your belly in, push through your right heel. As you lift your hips, your left knee is trying to push down towards the floor here. The left hip might want to drop. You're trying to pull that left hip up as you drop the left knee to the floor. Drive down through the back of the arms, take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to the floor, left foot down, and then just bring the knees to the chest. Take a little gentle rock from side to side here. And then from here, we'll take it to a one-legged happy baby. So bring your left foot to the floor. Open your right knee to the side. Your right arm is on the inside of your right leg, okay? Once you're there, you're going to flip your hand and hold on to the pinky toe side of your foot. Pull your right knee down towards your armpit as you shine the sole of the foot up. Your left hand might want to rest on your left hip or on the floor out to the side. For some of us, we might even think about straightening the left leg down the mat, kicking away through the heel. And then it's up to you here, depending on how you are feeling at this moment in time. You might want to kick through your heel, start to straighten that leg out to the side. I'm really pushing the ball of the foot out here, trying to think about really kicking through. And I'm not lifting my shoulder up, I'm trying to pull my shoulder down and into the shoulder socket. You can bend the knee once again, place the right foot down. Other side, bring your left leg up, bending the knee. Left arm on the inside. Left hand is going to flip over and hold the foot. And I should have said on the other side, if you can't quite hold the foot, you just hold the ankle or the shin. That's completely fine. So hold on to whatever you can get hold of. Flex your toes back towards your left shin. Shine the left foot up to the sky as you're trying to bring your left knee towards your left armpit. You might bring the right hand to the hip or out to the side. You might also straighten your right leg down the mat if you wish. Pause here, thinking about how you feel on this side, because maybe you start to straighten that left leg up towards the sky. Even if it's only straightening a little bit, it's better than nothing, right? So kick through the heel, open the leg out to the side, and really kick the ball of the foot in towards the hand. Try and keep your right hip plugging down towards the floor. Take another breath in, bend the knee once again, bring the foot to the floor, straighten both legs, bring your arms in, palms up and hands to the floor here. And then take any adjustments you need to allow yourself to close your eyes and get comfortable on your mat for a moment. Maybe you want to stretch the arms overhead first. Maybe you want to take a gentle twist from side to side, if that's what you fancy. But just know that that 30 seconds is for you to either just start coming into your Shavasana or to take your final stretch, your final twist, whatever you wish. But then we'll just take a brief moment here, closing the eyes, finding some peace and quiet. See if you can keep that idea of broadening across the front of the chest and the collarbones as you settle in here. And we'll just take a moment here. I'll be quiet in a moment. If you find yourself getting distracted by busyness in the mind, anything on your task list for today, bring yourself back to your 4-count inhale and your 4-count exhale. Now I'm going to stay quiet for the next minute or so you can just focus on your breath. And then slowly start to move the fingers and the toes again here. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Gently rolling to the right hand side. Before using your left hand to push yourself up to seated, eyes closed. Come to a seated position at the top of the mat. Bring the hands together at heart center. Again, drop those shoulders away from the earlobes. Extend up through the crown of the head. And just take a moment here to feel that warmth between the hands. Appreciate your body. Appreciate the fact that you've taken this time in your very busy day for yourself. And let's take a great big inhale through the nose to fill the heart. Exhale through the mouth. Final time, draw that air in towards the heart center. Long exhale. And then open the hands over the eyes, gently blink them